Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NBA playoff preview and prediction on game number 5 between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets. It is Tuesday, June 15th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Ruby Tuesday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by bballpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and you want to follow the top pickers right now at bballpicks.com, and that is still Chris Fatty Kalaja at 820, Mike Anthony at Proline at 790, and we got a new third place leader, GSL 21, Mark Nations at 787, and folks, you can get their plays each and every day right here at bballpicks.com. In fact, you can get my picks. Go to most followed, look for Ronnie Ray, click on follow my picks, and then go to your following page right here, and you will see my selections along with all the other people you're following right here at bballpicks.com. All right, old momentum has turned its head, and it's now back into the Milwaukee Bucks court, as they would say, and no pun intended. But looking at the before we get to this one, last night's game, Kawhi went off, and the LA Clippers are now back in the series 2-2, and good job on Atlanta. You know, we say it all. I said it yesterday. You know, anything can flip on a switch in a series, right? Any series could be hockey, baseball, anything. You just get that moment where the team gels as a unit, and the old momentum. You just start seeing the confidence level, and we saw it a bit last night. And you know, credit to Atlanta, they got the job done. And for Philadelphia, their concern now is Embiid, right? He didn't play a lot of minutes in the second half, and when he did, he wasn't as effective as he normally is. But, you know, hey, I say it all the time, not every game is going to be a Picasso. You can't bring, you'd love to bring your A game all the time and have everything work out your way. But that's why you play the games, right? You're just going to have some nights where things aren't going your way. And last night it went for Atlanta and it went for the Clippers. And now we've got two great series down the road. All right, let's get to this one here between Brooklyn and the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, the Bucks going into this one with a lot of confidence. And speaking of that old Mo, right? Momentum is now switched over to Milwaukee. And I say it all the time in my videos. Perception versus reality, right? What's the perception going into this game? Hey, Kyrie's gone. Harden's gone. KD's alone. What's going to happen now? So, but, you know, Milwaukee just doing what they do, and they stick around. And you know, one thing with Giannis, he's going to give you 110% every night. And Middleton, he could be hit and miss some nights, right? And when he's on, the team seems to be on. So going into tonight, Brooklyn Nets a home underdog now in this situation against Milwaukee. 4.5 is the line. 217 is the total. ATS forecast based on 24 games in the system. The computer pick does like the Bucks winning by 6 here. 115 to 109. The over/under at 224.35. Now looking at my line on this game, I did have the Bucks here on the value edge. So basically, if you were going to buy the Bucks today on the stock market, I would recommend them at minus 5.91. So you take that number and you compare it to the bookmakers, and you can see it's fair market value. And if you look at Brooklyn, I had them at minus 5.07, and you are getting plus 4.5. So you're getting a real sweet deal here on the Brooklyn Nets, who are on a 2-game losing streak right now. And when they're at home against an A-type team, so teams above 60% in the standings, 8-2 straight up, 7-3 against the number, 7-3 to the over. And Milwaukee on the road against these A-type teams, not a winning record. 4-5, 3-5-1, 3-6. Now, that's analytics. All right, that's the analytic part of the process here of handicapping this game. Let's talk situational. Let's talk about the matchups. And here's my take on this. Milwaukee, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep doing what you're doing. Obviously in game 1 and 2 didn't go your way, but things have turned around. For Brooklyn, you know, the big three, if you look at what happened during the regular season, there was always injuries. There was always 2 of the 3 or 1 of the 3 or sometimes 0 of the 3 and 3 of the 3, right? So it's nothing new for Brooklyn. Now let's talk about the supporting cast. Joe Harris and Blake Griffin, right? Harris last game, 8 points, 38 minutes. Game number 3, 3 points, 37 minutes. So that's 11 points in 75 minutes. So if Brooklyn needs to get back in this game, Harris has got to be on his game. In game 1, he had 34 minutes, 19 points. And in game 2, he had 13 points or 30 minutes. So he had, 32 points in 64 minutes in game 1 and 2. And obviously with the win, the stats are going to go more your way. But Blake Griffin, 25 minutes last game, 8 points. 30 minutes the game before, 5 points. That's not going to cut it. Not in the playoffs, not anywhere, right? You can be in a G League and that still won't cut it. So the supporting cast for the Brooklyn Nets, the Harris, the Griffins, they got to show up and they got to take a bit of the pressure off KD. And KD's been in this spot before. It's not his first barbecue. He's gone through this when he was with Golden State. And so this is nothing new to KD. But what's new to the Milwaukee Bucks is probably like, we felt we were out of this here the first game 1 and 2, and all of a sudden we see on the other side the perception is, they're missing Kyrie, they're missing James Harden, and it's just now, we just cover KD, and then, the Griffin and Harris don't have big games, we got a chance here. So, in order for Brooklyn to cover the spread here tonight and get the win straight up, because keep in mind, look at Brooklyn's record here at home since April 15th. 11-1 straight up, 11-1 against the point spread. So it's, they got the talent, they got the team. They just got to put it together. And when I look at this game here tonight, it's just, there's the perception is that Milwaukee now they got their foot on their necks, right? They can really stomp them out here tonight. But you still got Kevin Durant. You still got guys with NBA credentials that can play in big games. So it just, to me, it's up to Griffin and Harris that got to come back to game 1 and 2 and chip in with your 19 and 13 points. And if that happens, Brooklyn has a good chance of covering the spread. I'm not going to touch this game here tonight because of just it's just tough right now to that perception versus reality, right? Do I really want to trust Brooklyn here, knowing that their backs are up against the wall? They're coming off one bad form. And let's be honest, in game number 4, the reason why they lost that game, and the final score of that game was 107-96. And when I look at the stats, nothing in the stats really comes out at me that they tanked. The one thing that did come out though was free throws. Milwaukee only hit 65% of their free throws. They went 13 for 20, where Brooklyn went 14 for 88. And points, let me see, fast break points, so pace of the game, 20 favorite for Milwaukee, 20-6 when it came to the fast point break, right? Fast break points, sorry. Now, looking at this game, when the Brooklyn Nets this season are on 1 day's rest, and they're a 3.5 to 6 point home dog. Believe it or not, they've been a home dog this many times. I can't believe it. 3-0 straight up and against the number, 3-0 to the over. Now, when I look at this game, what would I rather bet? Would I rather bet the side or the total? And I think I'm going to lean towards the total. I think I'm going to go over the total here tonight. I really think that Harris and Griffin will be better in this game, and I'm going to go over the total of 217. Man, that total, when it first came out in game 1, what was it, 234, something like that? 239. Hey, you go from 239, 237, 234. We're almost going to get to 199 pretty soon, but give me over today, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and that's my take. Took me 8 minutes, 31 seconds to tell you to take over the total, but hey, that's why you come to the channel, because you enjoy the Raymond Report, I hope. Have a great game number 5 between the Bucks and the Nets, and I look forward to tomorrow's broadcast here on the Raymond Report between let me see, we got 2 good games here tomorrow. We got the Clippers and the Jazz, and also I believe, let me see here. Let me go to the tape here, and let me see. Tomorrow we do have. I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys the right information. So Atlanta Sixers and Clippers Jazz. So there we go. Have a great rest of your day. As always, shop for value. Play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly here with another Raymond Report. Cheers.